Discover 7 thought-provoking books that challenge perceptions, inspire growth, and expand your understanding of the world around you. Sapiens, A Brief History of Humankind. Author Yuval Noah Harari. Sapiens, A Brief History of Humankind. Yuval Noah Harari, #1 New York Times bestseller. New York Times Reader's Pick. Top 100 Books of the 21st Century. The summer reading pick for President Barack Obama and Bill Gates. Official U.S. edition with full-color illustrations throughout. From renowned historian Yuval Noah Harari comes a groundbreaking narrative of humanity's creation and evolution, a #1 international bestseller that explores the ways in which biology and history have defined us and enhanced our understanding of what it means to be human. 100,000 years ago, at least 6 different species of humans inhabited Earth. Yet today there is only one, Homo sapiens. What happened to the others? And what may happen to us? Most books about the history of humanity pursue either a historical or a biological approach, but Dr. Yuval Noah Harari breaks the mold with this highly original book that begins about 70,000 years ago with the appearance of modern cognition. From examining the role evolving humans have played in the global ecosystem to charting the rise of empires, Sapiens integrates history and science to reconsider accepted narratives, connect past developments with contemporary concerns, and examine specific events within the context of larger ideas. Dr. Harari also compels us to look ahead, because over the last few decades humans have begun to bend laws of natural selection that have governed life for the past 4 billion years. We are acquiring the ability to design not only the world around us, but also ourselves. Where is this leading us, and what do we want to become? Featuring 27 photographs, 6 maps, and 25 illustrations/diagrams, this provocative and insightful work is sure to spark debate and is essential reading for aficionados of Jared Diamond, James Gleick, Matt Ridley, Robert Wright, and Sharon Mullum. Thinking Fast and Slow. Author Daniel Kahneman. Thinking Fast and Slow. Daniel Kahneman, major New York Times bestseller, more than 2.6 million copies sold. One of the New York Times Book Review's 10 best books of the year, selected by the Wall Street Journal as one of the best nonfiction books of the year. Presidential Medal of Freedom recipient, Daniel Kahneman's work with Amos Tversky is the subject of Michael Lewis's best-selling The Undoing Project, a friendship that changed our minds. In his mega bestseller, Thinking Fast and Slow, Daniel Kahneman, world-famous psychologist and winner of the Nobel Prize in Economics, takes us on a groundbreaking tour of the mind and explains the 2 systems that drive the way we think. System 1 is fast, intuitive, and emotional. System 2 is slower, more deliberative, and more logical. The impact of overconfidence on corporate strategies, the difficulties of predicting what will make us happy in the future, the profound effect of cognitive biases on everything from playing the stock market to planning our next vacation. Each of these can be understood only by knowing how the 2 systems shape our judgments and decisions. Engaging the reader in a lively conversation about how we think, Kahneman reveals where we can and cannot trust our intuitions and how we can tap into the benefits of slow thinking. He offers practical and enlightening insights into how choices are made in both our business and our personal lives and how we can use different techniques to guard against the mental glitches that often get us into trouble. Topping bestseller lists for almost 10 years, Thinking Fast and Slow is a contemporary classic, an essential book that has changed the lives of millions of readers. Cosmos, author Carl Sagan. Cosmos, the story of cosmic evolution, science and civilization. Carl Sagan, the story of 15 billion years of cosmic evolution transforming matter and life into consciousness, of how science and civilization grew up together, and of the forces and individuals who helped shape modern science. A story told with Carl Sagan's remarkable ability to make scientific ideas both comprehensible and exciting. Man's Search for Meaning. Author Viktor Frankl. Man's Search for Meaning, old edition/out of print. Viktor Frankl, this edition is no longer in print. Please get the regular edition ISBN 9780807014271. This edition is no longer in print. Please check ISBN 9780807014271 for the most recent edition. Psychiatrist Viktor Frankl's memoir has riveted generations of readers with its descriptions of life in Nazi death camps and its lessons for spiritual survival. Between 1942 and 1945, Frankl labored in 4 different camps, including Auschwitz, while his parents, brother, and pregnant wife perished. Based on his own experience and the experiences of others he treated later in his practice, Frankl argues that we cannot avoid suffering, but we can choose how to cope with it, find meaning in it, and move forward with renewed purpose. Frankl's theory, known as logotherapy, from the Greek word logos, meaning, holds that our primary drive in life is not pleasure, as Freud maintained, but the discovery and pursuit of what we personally find meaningful. At the time of Frankl's death in 1997, Man's Search for Meaning had sold more than 10 million copies in 24 languages. A 1991 reader survey for the Library of Congress that asked readers to name a book that made a difference in your life found Man's Search for Meaning among the 10 most influential books in America. Guns, Germs, and Steel: The Fates of Human Societies. Author Jared Diamond. Guns, Germs, and Steel: The Fates of Human Societies. Jared Diamond. Fascinating. Lays a foundation for understanding human history. Bill Gates in this. Artful, informative, and delightful. William H. McNeill, New York Review of Books, book. Jared Diamond convincingly argues that geographical and environmental factors shaped the modern world. Societies that had had a head start in food production advanced beyond the hunter-gatherer stage, and then developed religion as well as nasty germs and potent weapons of war, and adventured on sea and land to conquer and decimate preliterate cultures. A major advance in our understanding of human societies, Guns, Germs, and Steel chronicles the way that the modern world came to be and stunningly dismantles racially based theories of human history. Winner of the Pulitzer Prize, the Phi Beta Kappa Award in Science, the Roane Palenque Prize, and the Commonwealth Club of California's Gold Medal. The Power of Now, A Guide to Spiritual Enlightenment. Author Eckhart Tolle. The Power of Now, A Guide to Spiritual Enlightenment. Eckhart Tolle, celebrating 25 years as a New York Times bestseller, over 16 million copies sold. It's no wonder that The Power of Now has sold over 16 million copies worldwide and has been translated into over 30 foreign languages. Much more than simple principles and platitudes, the book takes readers on an inspiring spiritual journey to find their true and deepest self and reach the ultimate in personal growth and spirituality, the discovery of truth and light. In the first chapter, Tolle introduces readers to enlightenment and its natural enemy, the mind. He awakens readers to their role as a creator of pain and shows them how to have a pain-free identity by living fully in the present. The journey is thrilling, and along the way, the author shows how to connect to the indestructible essence of our being, the eternal, ever-present one life beyond the myriad forms of life that are subject to birth and death. Featuring a new preface by the author, this paperback shows that only after regaining awareness of being, liberated from mind and intensely in the now, is there enlightenment. The Art of Happiness. Author the Dalai Lama and Howard Cutler. The Art of Happiness, 10th Anniversary Edition, a handbook for living. Dalai Lama, an updated edition of a beloved classic, the original book on happiness, with new material from His Holiness the Dalai Lama and Dr. Howard Cutler. Nearly every time you see him, he's laughing, or at least smiling. And he makes everyone else around him feel like smiling. He's the Dalai Lama, the spiritual and temporal leader of Tibet, a Nobel Prize winner, and a hugely sought-after speaker and statesman. Why is he so popular? Even after spending only a few minutes in his presence, you can't help feeling happier. If you ask him if he's happy, even though he suffered the loss of his country, the Dalai Lama will give you an unconditional yes. What's more, he'll tell you that happiness is the purpose of life, and that the very motion of our life is toward happiness. How to get there has always been the question. He's tried to answer it before, but he's never had the help of a psychiatrist to get the message across in a context we can easily understand, The Art of Happiness is the book that started the genre of happiness books, and it remains the cornerstone of the field of positive psychology. Through conversations, stories, and meditations, the Dalai Lama shows us how to defeat day-to-day anxiety, insecurity, anger, and discouragement. Together with Dr. Howard Cutler, he explores many facets of everyday life, including relationships, loss, and the pursuit of wealth, to illustrate how to ride through life's obstacles on a deep and abiding source of inner peace. Based on 2,500 years of Buddhist meditations mixed with a healthy dose of common sense, The Art of Happiness is a book that crosses the boundaries of traditions to help readers with difficulties common to all human beings. After being in print for 10 years, this book has touched countless lives and uplifted spirits around the world.